Hello, and welcome to the Cozy Meadow Knits podcast, episode 10. My name is Sophie, and I am coming to you from New Brunswick, Canada, where I live with my husband and two kids. I have a daughter who is 12 and my son who is 10. And this is my knitting podcast, where I share all of my knitting obsessions, my current projects, finished objects, and dream knitting. So welcome. So happy to be here. I'm so happy that you are here. I hope you have a cozy beverage, either hot or cold. I don't have anything today. I just had lunch. But I hope you are warm, cozy, and you have a nice project to work on while we chat all about knitting. Welcome to the new viewers. If you are new here, most welcome. If you are a returning viewer, thank you so much for coming back. It's really nice to see you. Okay, so let's start with, I guess, what I am wearing. I am so happy. This is my latest finished object. I finished it this week. It is the Everyday Tee by Twin Stitches Designs, and I love it so much. It's complete. I love the fit. I'm not gonna get up because I know I'm gonna probably move the camera or something. I will insert either an image or something where I can show you the length of it and everything, but I am so happy with it. I can show you a little bit maybe about the lace. It is so nice. It fits perfectly, and I love it so much. Okay, so a little bit about this pattern. You start with you cast on so many stitches and you do a 2x2 rib, and then you work into the lace pattern, and then you divide for the sleeve, and then you just knit stockinette stitch to the bottom, and then there's some 2x2 rib for the ribbing on the bottom, and it fits great. So for this pattern, this pattern recommends 4.5 millimeter needles, and it is done with fingering weight yarn. So the yarn that I used is it's basic, Leo and Roxy Basics, and it's in the color black. And I did a gauge swatch. A really, really tiny one, because I really don't like to gauge swatch, but I usually do a little one. And so with this yarn, I found that the 4.5 was just, there was the holes were too big in between. And it really depends on the yarn that you use. With this yarn, I knew that it wasn't going to bloom a lot with blocking. It blocks beautifully, but it doesn't crazy bloom like some other yarns. So I went actually down a needle size to 4.0 millimeters. Those are the needles that I used. And I wanted to make, this is a good mistake. I wanted to make size large, and I cast on for the size extra large by mistake. And so when I started to do I did the ribbing, and then I was going in the lace, and it was telling me how many stitches I should have, and I was off. I was way off, and I didn't understand. And then I noticed that it was because I had cast on for the larger size, which is super great because it worked out, it fits amazingly, and I'm happy. Super happy. I'm super happy to have this in my wardrobe now, and I'm going to be able to wear it for summer. And so I had decided to make this because we have a knit along, make along. Me and my friend Marina from Marimai podcast we are hosting a knit along or make along, really. It's called, the hashtag is cozymeadowknits. And so Cal would be a knit along, but really it's a make along because we accept crocheted tops as well. So what the make along is, it runs from March 21st to June 21st, so spring. And basically, there are going to be prizes, and it's if you want to knit a summer tee. That's how you participate. So whips are welcome, crocheted items are welcome. So basically, we just ask you to choose a summer tee or a tank top or a bralette. That is all accepted in the make along. I will put down here somewhere the hashtag that you can post your finished objects or current projects for the knit along. And yeah, there's already a few people that have already finished and have posted pictures on that hashtag. So there's not like a lot, but there are some, and it's super nice to see. I've already like favored and pretty much put all of those patterns in my Ravelry to do in the future, and it's just so lovely to see the different yarns, the different patterns that people are choosing. And so yeah, I hope that you would like to participate, and if you do, you just have to take a picture of your current whip. You can post that, and then for the grand prize, we would like to have the finished project, the finished object picture to the hashtag cozymeadowknits. Yes, it's kind of long. So yeah, hope that you can all participate. And the reason why we came up with this is because we want to have summer knits that we can wear in the summer. So I'm glad I casted this on and it's already done, and I already have plans for 2 more summer tops. I don't know if I'll be able to finish by the 21st of June, but I know that I will be really close, and I hope that I can wear those 2 other tops. I will share after what I'm making next. And so yeah, so this is the Everyday Tee by Twin Stitches Design. Highly recommend the pattern. Highly recommend this yarn for this pattern. And yeah, so that's it. Okay, so what else did I finish between the last time that I podcasted? I finished a sock. And I will show you. I just finished one. But I will show you. It is the Bouctouche Boardwalk sock by Nancy Wheeler. This is her second design that she published, and you can get the pattern on Ravelry, and it is such a nice pattern. So for those of you who don't know, Bouctouche is a little town, and it's actually where my local yarn shop is. And there's this long boardwalk along the dunes, and so I think I know that's where Nancy got her inspiration for the sock, and it's super cute. It is very simple. It is almost mindless knitting. So the construction of it, I just did some ribbing. It calls for some ribbing. I did a bit less than what is asked for in the pattern because I'm using a mini for this, and I just wanted to make sure that I didn't run out. So I did 10 rounds of 1x1 rib, and then I knitted for the leg, and this is where you start the pattern. So basically I don't want to say anything about the pattern. It is a paid for pattern. The pattern is $5. If I hope I'm right on that. But it's totally worth it. It is very well written. It's knits and pearls, and I think that's it. And it makes this beautiful texture. And it's a slip stitch, heel, flap, and gusset. And so the yarn that I used for this is Sweet Skein of Mine. It is Vintage Love Letter. I adore this. I've talked about this yarn in the past episodes. So, and this is a mini that I got in the Sweet Skein of Mine Advent calendar. Not sure on the color name, but it's gorgeous. I think it was something like gingerbread or something. Super cute. So I'm happy about my sock. I didn't cast on the second sock because I cast on another sock. But, okay, I'll tell you after. But I think that's it for that's it for my finished objects. So, one sock, one t-shirt. It's pretty good, pretty good. I've been very busy though. I've been knitting a lot. Okay, so I said I casted on a second sock. And the second sock is, oh, sorry about that. My yarn is getting all tangled. Okay, sorry. Okay, so this is the second sock that I've casted on. So it's a shorty sock. I don't have a pattern. I'm just following whatever I chose to do with this sock. So I've already finished one of the socks, and it's here. And I showed it in my last podcast. So this is the shorty sock that I did. And then what happened was Nancy, she released her Bouctouche pattern, and I just wanted to cast that on as well. So I returned to this sock because I wanted this pair too. So it's a shorty sock. So, and this is the second one. I just casted it on, I think 2 days ago. So basically what I'm doing is I have notes on my Ravelry page, which you can find me. Oh, I'm doing this all backwards today. You can find me on Ravelry as cozymeadowknits. And you can find me on Instagram as Sophie's_knits_ and things. I think everything will be linked down below of this video of where you can find me. And also all the patterns that I talk about or yarns, I will link all the information below. If there's anything that I talk about that I forgot to mention below, just send me an email. You can send me a message on Instagram or even comment down below, and I will be gladly, I will gladly reply and answer. Okay, so coming back to the sock. So yeah, it's a shorty sock. All I do is 2x2 rib. I cast on 64 stitches, and I am using 2.5 millimeter needles. I'm a tight knitter, so 2.5. So 64 rounds, 2x2 rib. And how I did the little color change was I did 2x2 rib with the main color, and then 2 rounds of 2x2 rib with the contrast, and then again with the main, and then again with the contrast, and again with the main, which comes to 10 stitches. Comes to 10 rounds for the cuff. And then I switched to stockinette stitch, and I think I'll have to go back in my notes, but I think I did 15 rounds for the leg, and then I start on the slip stitch, heel, and gusset with the contrast color, which is this one. It's really pretty. So these yarns are from Sweet Skein of Mine. This was all from my Advent calendar from last year. And I found the ball band for the main color, and it was the color was called Holidays. and it is an 80/20 superwash, BFL, and nylon, and it had 400 yards. This was the main skein. This was the skein that I got on the 25th of December. And this was a 20 gram mini skein. And that's my little sock. So hopefully by the end of next week, I will have completed the sock, and I'll have a set, I'll have the pair, and then I will cast on the second sock for the Bouctouche Boardwalk sock. And so I like to mix it up. I like to mix it up, and I didn't want to get bored, so I kind of like that. It's I don't know, I just like it to change it up a little bit sometimes. So what else have I been knitting on? Oh, okay. So I am knitting on the Orbits sweater by, it is Knitwear Designs, I think. I will put it down below, and I will link it, the pattern. And I am on the last round of the colorwork section on the body. Oh, I love it so much. Are you ready? Oh my goodness. This is the pièce of résistance. Oui. I love it so much. Oh, okay, so yeah. So this is the Orbits sweater. It is by Unwind Knitwear. Oh, I keep forgetting. Anyways, I will put it down below. So this sweater is a colorwork sweater. It's only 2 colors. I'm only using 2 colors. And I am using, I'll show you after. Let's just sit back and look at that pretty color. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, so I am using, for the main color, I am using the Refine, Cascade Refine. I've gone through this before on my previous podcast, so I'm just going to go quickly over it. This is Refine Cascade. It is 100% recycled materials. So it's 75% superwash merino wool, 20% nylon, and 5% viscose. And it's 100% recycled, which is amazing. This has a lot of yarn to it. Where is it? Oh my God, I don't have my glasses. Okay. There is 460 meters, so 503 yards in this. And it's very, very affordable. I got this at my local yarn shop, which will be linked down below. Actually, I was there this morning and saw that Meadow had ordered a lot of other colors in this. Super, super nice. I will definitely be using this yarn again in the future. And, so this is the contrast color that I'm using for the color work. And it is by Leo and Roxy. And the ball band is here. So you just look at this amazing, so nice. I saw this again today, and I told the Mana at the yarn shop that I want to make a sweater just with this. Oh, okay. Super squishy, so soft. And so it's Leo and Roxy, and it is MCS. So it's 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% silk. And it is called Omen. The color is called Omen, and there is 420 yards in skein. And it's gorgeous, and it's so deliciously soft. Okay, so for the sweater, yeah, it fits. Yes. it fits. It's snuggish, but really it fits. I was really scared that it wouldn't. I started with the recommended needle size for the neckline, ribbing. And I continued down here, but as soon as I got to the color work, I went up a needle size, and I think I got down to here, and I was so scared that it wouldn't fit. So I went up a needle size again. So right now I am up to needle size 4 for the color work. And I'm not sure, I might even keep going with just the 4 with the body. I'm not sure. I'll see how it looks. You can't really see, it didn't really make a difference in the tension or anything. I find like there's nothing visible to really see that, I changed needle sizes twice. But yeah, so what else did I do? It calls for short rows in the back. The pattern, I read a lot of notes, and a lot of people were saying that they were having a hard time with the fit, and sometimes the short rows, how many short rows that she had mentioned in the pattern was too much. So I know that she revised the pattern and she did an update, and then she just recommended, she said she didn't change how many short rows that she did, but she says it's by recommendation, like you do how many short rows you think you want. So I think it was calling, I'm not sure, I think it was calling for like maybe 7, and I did half of that. But I think I marked down everything in my notes, I think. But anyway, so yeah, so this is my orbits. So I went down the color work until I got to the sleeve separation, and then I tried it on so many times because it's just so pretty, and I just wanted to make sure that it fits. So the material that it makes is really super squishy. I thought it would be stiff. It's not. It's very nice. Okay, so I don't want to bore anyone with my sweater, but I highly recommend this pattern. It is not complicated. It's just, you're just knitting with 2 colors. So I hold my main color in my left hand and the contrast color in my right. And no, did I say that? I said that wrong. I obviously don't know. I'm someone who has such a hard time with left and right. It's crazy. This is my left hand, so oh my goodness, I'm embarrassed. But I know it's a thing. There's a lot of people who have to actually think what is left and what's right. Anyway, so with my left hand, I hold the contrast color, and with my right, I hold the main color. And you just knit, and that's pretty much it. The most complicated thing is just making sure to pay attention to the pattern and to the chart, and make sure that you are you're following the right row for the chart. Yeah, so what else? I wanted to say something else. Oh yeah, so little story. It's not a story, it's just a little funny thing. I was so excited. I kept trying on my sweater. So I think I was up to down here, and I was so happy. I was so happy with it. So I put it over my head, and I was in the living room, and in the living room I have a mirror, and my husband was sitting on the couch, and I was looking in the mirror, and I was just like, and I was like, oh, and I kept doing this because it was so nice. And then I turned to my husband, and my husband was on his phone, and I turned to him, and then I just stared at him, and I wanted to see how long it would take for him to actually notice that I'm looking at him. Eventually he looked up and he looked at me, and I'm like, so, like, isn't this nice, And he was, oh yeah, that's really nice. And then he just looked at me, and he's like, how many sweaters are you gonna make? And I was just like, what? I'm like, I am making all the sweaters, all of them. And he looked at me, he's like, oh, okay. I'm like, I'm making all the sweaters, honey. Okay, so that is my Orbits sweater. I apologize if you hear dogs barking. My neighbor, they have two little dash hounds and they love to bark, and I think it doesn't bother me at all. I laugh when I hear them because anytime anybody goes outside and they're outside, they'll just bark like crazy. And I can hear, I think my neighbor, he's on his four-wheeler, so hopefully the mic is not picking up anything, but when I watch the episode again, I can always hear things that I didn't think you could hear. Anyway, so hopefully it's not too bad. I apologize if it is, and thank you for sticking here with me. Okay, so that was my Orbit sweater. The only other thing that I've been knitting on, and it's not much to show, but I will show you as well. I am knitting it's something about twigs, little twigs, yes. I am knitting the Little Twigs sweater by B. Mandarin, and I have finished a while ago. I finished the sleeves, and I had shown this before, so I have two of them, yay. So finished the sleeves, and that was the first time that I was doing sleeves first, and I'm happy they're done. And then, so the main body of the sweater is knit bottom up. So I had done the ribbing last time, and I just grabbed it a few times. I find it's going slow, and it's not because it's not the pattern. Oh, I'm dropping stitches. It's not the pattern, it's just, I don't know, it's taking forever. But also, I'm not knitting on this as much. I think I haven't knit on it for like a week because I was working on this t-shirt like a lot. So anyway, this is a sweater that I will only wear in the fall. So when I have nothing else to knit on and I just want some mindless knitting, I pick this up again and I knit on it. But I think I only have a few more inches to go, and then I will, I guess, attach the sleeves. I have no idea how to do that. I will just cross that bridge when it comes, when I get to it. And I will let you know how it works out. Oh, but for this, I can tell you what I was using for yarn. I have a skein here that I haven't caked up yet. It is the Ultra Alpaca. Beautiful yarn, beautiful color. It's kind of like a movie purple. Very beautiful color, super soft. And it is 50% superfine alpaca and 50% Peruvian wool. And it's 219 yards, 200 meters for a skein. So I highly recommend this yarn. I love it. It's good. Okay, that is all for that. That is all of my projects. So as I mentioned, I went to the yarn shop this morning. I had to go this morning because my husband gave me a gift certificate for Mother's Day. Yay! I'm so happy. I have trained him well. He knows what to get me now, which he always gets me wonderful gifts. But yeah, so this will be my acquisitions. I just have two things to show, and I'm going to show you what I want to make with it. So today I bought, oh, I'm so excited. Oh, I love this color. Okay, so I bought 2 skeins of this yarn. It is the Cascade Ultra Prima. No, the Cascade, it's by Cascade Yarns Ultra Pima. Oh, look at this color. It has a shine to it, and it's cotton. I will tell you, I will look at the ball band after. Oh, their Skein. It's so, so nice, and it has a sheen to it. Okay, so this is, I'm sorry, where does it say? It's 220 yards, it's 200 meters. This is cotton. It's cotton, okay, no, sorry. It's 100% Pima cotton. So I bought this to make it's called, sorry, it is called the Thea Top by Suzanne Mueller, and I will insert a picture somewhere. And yes, I've never knit with cotton for a garment. So, and this is going to be another summer top. I hopefully am going to be able to finish it in time to wear for the summer. The color, anyways, I keep showing the color, but it's gorgeous. I love it. Oh, so I'm super excited to cast this on. I will be casting this on probably this week because I want to cast on all of the things. So I'm excited about this, the Thea top. And I will post pictures to the Cozy My Tea Cal. This would be definitely a quick, I think it's going to be a quick knit. The pattern calls for worsted weight yarn, and this is a DK weight. And I think I'm going to gauge swatch, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to make it with this. Pretty confident anyway. So hopefully I have something to show you with this on the next podcast. So that was my purchase for today. And I still have like a little bit left over on my gift card. So next time I will purchase something else. Last Saturday was local yarn shop day, and I was not able to make it at my local yarn shop, but I had a very good excuse. My son had 2 games and they were away, so I wasn't able to go to the local yarn shop. But the hockey was amazing. The kids, they played so well and they played so hard, and we won the first game and we tied the second one. But really in our hearts, we won. Oh my goodness, it was so much fun. I might as well tell the story now. So watching my son playing hockey, I have a bell. Oh, I wanted to show you, but anyways, I didn't bring it. So I have a bell. It's kind of like a cowbell. So I ring that thing like pretty much the whole game. Every time my son has the puck, I'll ring it. Anytime that they score, anytime that they're doing like good passes or clear the puck or whatever, I ring the bell. So I've been ringing that bell a lot. So the first game, they scored, and I jumped up and I rang the bell, and I rang it so hard that the metal ball inside the bell flew out of the bell and onto the ice. No one was hurt. Oh my goodness. The players were celebrating their goal, and they weren't anywhere near, thank God, from where my metal ball flew on the ice. And so after, I had to like flag down the referees so that they go and pick the ball up so that nobody goes over it and trips and whatever. Anyway, so that was fun. That was a funny story for that. The next game, I didn't have my bell, but I had a horn, and I toot that horn a lot. So I always have a backup plan. So that was on last Saturday, and so I missed local yarn shop day. But so at my local yarn shop, there was a trunk show, and Natural You was there, and Manon from the shop was so kind to actually send me pictures. I I felt bad. I messaged her. I'm like, do you have any pictures? And she was like super busy, but she took the time to send me pictures. So I bought 2 skeins and I just picked them up today. So I bought 2 skeins of natural U yarn. Oh, it's so lovely. So these, this yarn dyer is in Pictou, Nova Scotia. And like I said, they had a trunk show at my yarn shop. So the color of this is lavender, and it is it says it's pure and simple fingering. It's 100% untreated merino, and it's 400 meters to 100 grams. So with this, I am going to cast on, I forget. Oh, I'm going to cast on the Aster tee. And so this tee, I will put a picture up. This tee is by Pip and Pin. I'm getting all tongue-tied. So Pip and Pin, I actually did a headband that was from them. I really love their designs. I have a lingering whip. It is called the Mount Pleasant, and I need to get back to that one. But I did something wrong, and I think I have to frog a little bit back. But that's why it's still there. But it's a beautiful, beautiful top, and I want to finish it. I just need to get into my head that I need to like rip back a little bit, and that hurts. So I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. But they came out with the Aster tee like maybe a month ago. They released that pattern, and so I chose this yarn for the main body of the tee. And you'll see in the picture it has like some color dots all over the top of the tee. I have no idea what those colors are going to be. I'll decide as I go, but I knew that I wanted to use this for that tee. So I am purchasing a lot of yarn, but I have plans for them. So there. What else? I purchased another skein of yarn. I don't see it around. I'm gonna have to get up and get it, but I did want to mention it. Julie from Twin Stitches Designs. She just opened up an online yarn shop, and I made a purchase, and it's beautiful, and I need to show it, and I have no idea where I have it. So just bear with me. I'm going to go and pick it up and come right back to show you. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so I purchased from her opening. She opened her shop last Saturday. So yeah, I was kind of treated myself last Saturday. But that's okay. I have plans for all of this stuff. So yeah, so I purchased this lovely sock set. And this color is blowing out a little bit. This is more like a burnt orange, and it's showing up really bright. I don't know where, it's not doing it justice, but it's more of a burnt orange. And oh, but this is so nice. Oh, I love it so much. Look at that. Ooh. And the speckles. I have no idea what this is going to be. It might be socks, but this is pretty luxurious, so I don't know. I think I'm going to keep it for a shawl or something. This one I don't have a plan for, but I really wanted to purchase something from Julie's shop, and so I did, because I really love this. It is from Camp Fiber Yarns that I have been seeing on Instagram a lot, and the color is Spooktown Sock Set. It is 80-20, so it's 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon, and there is 365 meters in the 100 skein, and this is a 20 gram mini skein. So yeah, so that's my last purchase. I need to stop. I need to stop buying yarn, but again, I have pretty much a plan for all of it, and I am knitting as fast as I can to get through it. Yeehaw! Oh my goodness, I want to knit all the things now and have all the things. Okay, so I think I'm gonna cut this soon. That's pretty much it. I have that's it for yarn talk. So life stuff has been hockey and shopping with my daughter, and actually so today it is Saturday morning. Well, no, actually it's Saturday afternoon, and right after recording this, I am going out to town with my daughter. She needs to pick out something a little bit fancier, maybe a dress. It's going to be her confirmation. So this week, so need to go do that. And then after, we're going to have a family supper at my sister-in-law's. We haven't been able to get together for Easter or my mother-in-law's birthday or my nephew's birthday because of COVID. So anyway, everyone is all fine now, so we're going to get together for that, and that's going to be fun. And then tomorrow, hopefully, I can visit my mother, because it's going to be Mother's Day, and it's not the only reason why I want to visit my mom, but I really want to tomorrow for that. And that's pretty much it. I'm going to go and have supper with my daughter after. My son has hockey games that are in Fredericton, so that's about 2 hours away from here tomorrow, and I said that I'm going to stay with my daughter for that day because she doesn't like to watch the hockey games, and I sometimes leave her at the house. She's old enough to stay in the house and by herself, but I don't want her to be alone all of the time. So we're gonna have a fun day tomorrow as well. So I think that's pretty much it. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sticking around. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for coming back. If you liked this video, you can like and subscribe if you want to get notifications when I post another video. If you don't want to, that is totally okay too. If you want to, please comment on the video and tell me what you are working on, because I love to know of new patterns, of things I haven't seen yet. And so yeah, I always love to hear what you guys are working on. I read all of the comments. Thank you so much to take time to comment. It means a lot. I swear, I reply to all of them. Sometimes it takes a couple of days, maybe a week, sorry. But I always sit down, read them again, and then sit down and comment back. So anyway, I truly, truly appreciate it. And that's about it. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Happy Mother's Day to all of you mothers that are out there. You guys are awesome. You guys rock. And a very special, special Happy Mother's Day to my mom. Love you, Mom. J't'aime beaucoup. Thank you. Thank you for putting up with me. And happy Mother's Day to all of the pet mothers out there. You guys are mothers as well, because our pets are our kids too, members of the family. So happy Mother's Day to you too. Relax, enjoy, treat yourself if you can, and have a wonderful couple of weeks, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.